Hi everyone, this is Tanksman aka Karabash 15 and you're watching my first replay on YouTube. It's a game full of tanks where I play my favorite tank T67 American tank destroyer tier 5 on a pretty good map for this tank. It's Malinovka, open map, which is awesome if you're playing a tank destroyer like T67. Also, this matchmaking was great for my tank. Half of the enemy team were tier 5s, the rest of them were lower tiers, so yeah, basically it could not get any better than this if you are looking to have a good game. So yeah, at the start of the battle in my T67, the best place where I could be is that little hill over there, where you can camp in a bush and you can do all sorts of bad things to the enemy team. You can spot them, you can shoot the western flank, you can shoot the eastern flank on the hill, you can shoot the middle, you can shoot all the way to the enemy base. So it's basically the best place where you can be at the start of the battle in your tank destroyers. Of course, enemy team knows that, and you can get blind fired, you can get killed here by the enemy artillery if they shoot these bushes, but that's not gonna happen at this battle. And strangely, we do not spot any enemies here across the lake on their side, and I spent some time watching my platoon buddy over here and this teammate in M4 having a little fun. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, now that they are cool, I can start shooting at enemies, and the first one that I can shoot at is this heavily armored tank destroyer AT2. So I start taking shots at him. I do not get spotted, strangely, but I move back anyways. And now I thought that I would penetrate his side, but as soon as I realized that that's not going to happen, I turned on my premium ammunition and I started firing my premium shots into him, and of course I managed to kill him. Then I turn around to the enemy OI experimental and I fire one premium shot. That wasn't necessary, but it was loaded in my gun, so I fired it, and then I started firing my standard ammunition at his side because I can penetrate his side. Then I fired some blind shots at him, but I do not kill him, obviously. And at this point our west flank is lost. 5 of my teammates died on that flank, and it's now open to the enemies, so they can rush to our base. But because no one is spotted, I cannot do anything about that flank. I see my Skoda over there yelling for help, and I'm watching that flank, but for now there's nothing I can do. So I took one more shot at this enemy OI experimental, and I was pretty unlucky that I did not penetrate that shot and someone else got the kill. So I was watching my left side, but nobody is spotted there for now, and Skoda is down, so someone will definitely come from the west side. And here they are, the enemies. First of them is M4. I put one shot into him, 2 shots, and third one bounces. That was unlucky, but I finish him off. And then the T28, who's got in the open field, I killed him as well. Then I started shooting at this Churchill, but then I saw that T34 is closer to the cover, so I fired at him. Second shot was good, first one wasn't, and then I could finish off this Churchill. I mean, he was in the open field, that's not where he should be, so me and my platoon mate, we finished him off. I was worried here that that T-34 could shoot me because I was spotted, so I moved a little bit forward and backward, but he didn't. He's probably behind that house, still hiding. So I moved forward again to be behind the bushes for him, and then I spot enemy Alecto. I took one shot at him, I hit him and he hits me, so we are even. And now my platoon mate starts taking shots. And now we can see our both artilleries missing that Alecto, which was too bad for us because that Alecto was the best player by statistics in both teams actually, so it would have been good if we managed to put him down at this point, but that didn't happen. So now I see this T-34 again, and my turret is taking forever to turn, and finally I managed to kill him. So yeah, scores are pretty even at this point, 9 to 10, as we spot enemy tier 3 T-46. So I fired once and I realized that I have only 9 shells left, so I cannot fire this house because I don't want to waste my shells, but I told that to my platoon mate and he was like, yeah, no problem, I'll take down the house for you. So he starts shooting at the house, and any moment now that enemy will be left in the open, he will have to move, and yeah, that's exactly what happens. So I start taking shots at a moving target, and I managed to kill him with 4 shots. I missed only once, which was nice, and I was left with only 5 shells at this point, and I got my Top Gun already. I had 6 kills. So now M4, our teammate, is going through the western flank as he spots that enemy tier 3 tank. So I try to take a shot at him, I missed him, and my platoon mate finishes him off, killing him in 1 shot. So at this point I have only 4 shells left and 4 enemies, so I cannot do all the killings. I need to do some spotting. I told that to my platoon mate. I told him to be ready, I will spot for him, and then I started moving towards the enemies. And oh my god, this is the tank I did not want to see in close combat, but he misses me, and my platoon mate puts a shot into him, and yeah, my platoon mate got killed by the Alecto on the hill. I finished off the Chinu, and then I made a bad play here. I move forward and Alecto hits me one more time. I don't know what was I thinking there. That was not very smart, but now I realized that I'm in an open field and it's not where I want to be. I have only 2 shells left. That Alecto can easily kill me if he spots me and I don't see him, and I moved back to stay behind my artillery bodies, so when they spot that Alecto I can make ambush shots and possibly kill him from far away so he doesn't spot me. So this is my ambush place. I turn my tank around so I can start moving if he spots me and get in cover. And at this point my teammate in M4 went all the way behind the enemy base and he found 1 artillery. That should be easy enough for him to finish off that arty by himself, which he does, so that's pretty good. But we were still waiting for this Alecto to start rushing to our base, but no, Alecto was spotted near the M4 teammate and he managed to kill our buddy in the M4. So yeah, he played well. He went all the way back to his base to defend, and he managed to defend it well. He managed to help 1 artillery bodies at least to survive. So now he is alone with one artillery against me and my two artillery buddies, and I have only 2 shells left. So at this point I come back to this hill because it's really the strongest position where I can be right now, but my artillery buddy in that birch gun is gonna commit a suicide by enemy Alecto. Yeah, any moment now he's dead. That was really not a smart move. So now I'm left against 2 enemies. I can one-shot probably the enemy artillery tier 3, but I don't know if I can one-shot Alecto. I didn't know at this point on how much health, or I mean HP he was left, so I started thinking what the enemy Alecto would do now, and I realized that he's probably gonna be afraid of me because I'm in a tier 5 tank destroyer. I have 7 kills already, and he probably will not come to me. Instead he will probably wait on that hill over there across the lake. That's approximately the same position as I'm in right now, only for the other spawn point for the other team. He will probably wait there and wait for me to come to him, and that's exactly what I'm going to do, because I have 7 kills. I need 8th kill for my Radley-Walters medal, which I've never picked up before this game, so I was very excited to pick up one finally, but I have only 2 shells left, and now I see a tree falling. So now I prepare an ambush for this arty, but I need to make sure that I'm gonna hit him. I have only 2 shells left. So I wait, and here's the shot. And yeah, of course, RNG screws me over, so yeah, I need to take one more shot at him, and I killed him. I secured my Radley-Walters medal, but I have no more shells left. So at this point it's not looking good for me or for my team. So I started moving back, but I realized no need for me to go back. I can still spot that enemy, and maybe my artillery can kill him. So I go forward again, but oh my god, this time I get spotted. I was surprised where from, but then I realized that he's probably on that position. I already thought that he would be in those bushes over there. So yeah, I write in chat that I'm spotted, and I move a little bit in front, but I get spotted again. So I ping the map to tell my artillery buddy where the enemy is. And I try to peek over this hill. I was hoping that I will spot him, but I didn't, because I was moving and he was standing still in a bush with his camonet activated, and yeah, he had better camouflage ratings than me, so there's no way that I can spot him before he spots me. Unless he takes a shot, of course, but I do not want him shooting at me at this point, so I pick again, but yeah, I get spotted again. So at this point I was waiting for my artillery buddy to stop moving so I can rush and spot the enemy for him, and I ping him the map again, telling him where the enemy is, so he would not drive straight into his gun. But as you can see on the minimap, Grille was moving. Seems like he also wanted to commit suicide by the enemy Alecto, and yeah, that was it. I tried to rush, but then I realized, yeah, I have no time. He will get unspotted, and if I rush him, he will probably shoot me in the face, and if he tracks me or something, I cannot even ram him. Then I'm doomed and we will lose, and even if I ram him, I will probably die as well, or maybe only I will die, he won't, because T67 really has no armor, and ramming is never an option with this tank. So basically I run away, and In my first Radley-Walters medal battle I didn't even get a win. And shout out to that enemy Alecto player. His name is, I don't know how to pronounce it, Malinovka or something like that. After the game I wrote a personal message to him. I told him that I had no shells left at this stage of the battle, and he was being a good sport about it. He told me GG, great game. He told me that it happened to him once before also, that he ran out of shells, and yeah, we had a nice chat. And when I told him that this was my first Radley-Walters medal, he wrote to me that it won't be my last. So yeah, a nice guy really. Shout out to him again. And as you can see in my post-game stats, it was an ace tanker, Radley-Walter, Top Gun and high caliber medals. I picked up 2294 damage and 448 spotting damage. Pretty good game for me. Here you can see all of the stats. And yeah, the enemy Alecto player was right. This wasn't my last Radley-Walters medal, because after that one I already picked up another one, and I will make a video of that battle as well. So I'll see you in the next video.